These window cleaners dressed up as superheroes when they cleaned the windows at a children's hospital. Isn't that so beautiful? The poor kids who are in the hospital, sick, staring out their window and they just see Spider-Man or Superman or their favorite hero. Like, that's enough to brighten up anybody's day. And what they did was really nice. It was such a kind thought.
Who thinks about this?
People who will restore your faith in humanity. Guys, there's a lot of good people out there. Don't let the bad ones spoil it for you. Every Sunday, this hairdresser goes out into the streets and cuts homeless people's hair for free. That's really nice. He could be at home, literally doing anything else. Watching TV, playing games, reading a book, but instead he's like, nah, I want to give my time to these people. Do they really need a haircut? Probably not, but it's still a really nice gesture. Also, it might help them find jobs and this and that. You never know. Nobody showed up at this autistic boy's birthday party. Like, nobody. That's so sad. Why would nobody show up? But don't worry, mom put a post on Facebook asking for help and the whole neighborhood came. Like literally everybody, including the firefighters and the paramedics. That's so sweet. The boy got a much bigger birthday party than most boys. I'm happy he did. This little poor duck got frozen into the water, literally frozen. So this man jumps into the water, breaks the ice, and saves the duck, and the duck's okay. Like, he risked his life. You know how scary that is? What if he got stuck under the ice or like froze and got hypothermia? Like, this man risked his life to save a little duck. So cute. I mean, he could have been a little safer about it, you know? Like thrown rocks into the water to break the ice, obviously far away from the duck. I still appreciate the shot. Somebody took a picture of this Wendy's employee who took the full umbrella off the bench at Wendy's to help this elderly man walk to his car. My heart's gonna like break into a million pieces because these stories are just so cute and I can't. These are like my favorite type of videos. They make me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside and I'm like, yes, humans. You do good. Look at this firefighter. He's giving the kitten oxygen after he rescued it from a fire. This picture like touches my soul. Oh, look how little it is. Don't worry, the kitty was fine. This man saved it twice. Once from the fire and after the fire. This man gave his shoes to a homeless girl. It's so little from him, but so big from her, you know? He has tons of shoes at home, you know? But she has never had any shoes. So it's just like such a kind thing. I mean, he does have to walk barefoot on the dirty ground, but imagine how much better he feels inside, you know? So I think it was worth it. All these people gathered together to lift up a 33-ton train. Well, not the whole train, just like the little cart thing. And all of that because some woman got her legs stuck in between the train and the platform, and they did it together. See how powerful we are when we like put our minds together and do things together? This is really incredible. Horrendous if that happened to the woman, but she's fine. They fixed her leg, she's good. I can't believe what we can accomplish when everybody gets together and does something. Because you know, sometimes when something happens, most people just sit there and stare and don't do anything, like the bystander effect, because you're just like, somebody else will call the cops. It's always good to take initiative because when you think, oh, somebody else will call the cops, that's literally what everybody else is thinking, and that's the bystander effect. So everybody's there like, oh, somebody else will call the cops, and then nobody ends up calling the cops, and then that person never ends up getting help. So it's always good to take initiative and call the police like right away. You see something happen, you take the initiative to do it. It's okay if 5 people call the cops. It's always better if 5 people called to save this person who's in trouble than nobody have called and the person doesn't get help. To person and person. Christmas is a time to help one another. Please accept this as encouragement for you both. Keep strong and best wishes from our landlords. This landlord ripped up their check for the next month's rent, put it in a Christmas card, and gave it back to them for Christmas so that they had extra money that month to spend on Christmas, on their loved ones. I've never heard of anybody doing this. This is so sweet. I'm telling you guys, these videos are just like too much like in a good way. Again, we have some more cases of people helping animals. These 2 guys saved a drowning lamb in the ocean. That looks terrifying. Like they look like they're struggling. That was not easy. Like look at their faces. That was not easy. And Can we just get like a round of applause for them because I'm proud. I'm a proud Azzy. I've actually done a whole video actually where animals save humans. So goes around, comes around. There's so many cases of animals that have saved humans, like so many. I'll try to link the video in the description. I sold my stuffed animals so real animals can get better care. I got $40 for you. Oh, that's so sweet. Look how cute she is too. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. Think about how many kids they want presents and presents and presents and toys and toys and toys. And this girl's like, I'm gonna sell them all so that animals can get help. Like, girl, this girl's parents did a fantastic job at raising her. Like A++ parenting. That or she was just born with a heart of an angel. If you are unemployed and need an outfit cleaned for an interview, we will clean it for free. I love it! This is a dry cleaning place that will actually clean people's outfits if they can't do it for free, if they can't afford it. That's so sweet. You know, because sometimes it's like a vicious cycle of like, you can't afford to like look presentable to get the job, and you can't afford to look like that because you can't get the job. But I think if you look in the right places, you can always find help. I don't know about everywhere in the world, but here in Canada, like I know there's like homeless shelters and there's so much help for people. And I think everybody should like take advantage of that help. Obviously only if they need it, but yeah. Real Santa's helpers came to this homeless man's bench when he was sleeping and sneakily left some presents and some food and left it there and then snuck away, and this man woke up to some Christmas presents and food. I love it. This is so cute. It makes me happy that there's people like this in the world. So this man over here sitting on the floor, his wheelchair broke in the middle of the store. You can see he looks super overwhelmed. He's upset. And he depends on that wheelchair. It must be really scary. But don't worry, this story has a happy ending. All the employees at the store came together and fixed his wheelchair. They like helped him fix it. I think that's so sweet. And here he is giving them a little thank you. This is a wall for donating clothes. So whenever you have a piece of clothing, you're like, I don't wear this anymore. You just put it up on the wall and then it's up for grabs. Like whoever needs it, they can take it. I always try to donate my clothes. I go through my closet a few times a year and I'm like, have I worn this in a while? And if I haven't worn it, I don't think I'm gonna wear it. I throw everything I'm not gonna wear into like a box or a bag, sometimes a few boxes. I don't know, I keep buying things sometimes that I don't need. And then I take them and donate them to Salvation Army or wherever. I think it's important, you guys should do that too. As long as you don't need it. It's like, what's the point of a shirt collecting dust in your closet for years if you're never gonna wear it when somebody could actually be using it and loving it? Like if I'm not gonna love something, somebody else will love it. This employee saw that this old man's shoelace was untied and bent down and just tied it for him. It's such a simple act of kindness, but it's so nice. Like sometimes when you get old, it's hard to bend down, hard to do these things yourself. This boy was like, I got you. Subway, free meal for the homeless every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. We need more of this in the world. I actually see sometimes, maybe it was just one time, but I saw a girl from Subway once like carrying a tray of sandwiches and she was like handing them out to the homeless people, and I thought it was kind of sweet. A stranger noticed his kitty sleeping in the rain. So he gave up his umbrella to keep her dry. He just left his umbrella there. I mean, it does look a little mangled, not gonna lie, but that's really sweet of him. This poor kitty, look how sweet she is. And I mean, he can just go home, take a shower, dry off. I think it's sweet. It's 103 plus out, so my daughter and niece waited for a garbage man to come by so they could run out and give them some ice cold Gatorades. Guys, I love this. I love this so much. I say help people whenever you can. It always makes you feel good and it doesn't really cost you much. Or maybe it does cost you. It depends how much you can afford, I guess. But it doesn't have to cost you anything, is my point. I guess here it costs them a few Gatorades, but if they can afford it, it's a really nice gesture. And if they can't, like the guy who tied the shoelace, it's perfectly free to help somebody tie their shoelace or hold the door open for someone or give somebody a compliment. Also, working in the heat sucks a lot. You know how hard it is to function when it's like really hot or really cold? Somebody found this person's wallet and then mailed it back to them with a letter. We hope you have a lovely Xmas. Love, Santa and family. Damn, this person's lucky. You know how many times I've lost things? I've never gotten them back. But you know what? Sometimes I have gotten them back. And that proves that not everybody's all that bad. So don't be so negative. Don't be such a negative Nancy. I just used that name because it started with an N. If your name's Nancy, like, I love you. But then I feel like when I say things like that, there's always one person who has the name and they're like, I'm not negative. I'm like, I'm not saying you are. Dear David, We found you staggering in the road on your way home from Watford. You were so drunk, we were worried you wouldn't get home in one piece. So we gave you a lift home. Please don't get that drunk again. Love from Cagney and Lacey. These sweet police officers, that's really nice. I mean, they could have just thrown them in the drunk tank and not dealt with it, but instead, they took this man home, got him safe. It's really sweet. And also, I hope he took their advice and never got that drunk again, because you should never be so drunk you're passing out on the street. Like, pull it together. It's not safe for anybody. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye-bye.